This episode of the Yardcast was recorded at Taylor's Nursery in Raleigh, North Carolina. No matter what your landscape project calls for, Taylor's Nursery has the quality plant material and superior customer service you're looking for. Stop by their showroom on New Bern Avenue or visit them online at www.taylorsnursery.com.
The plant we're going to talk about today is Dwarf Yaupon Holly, Ilex vomitoria. This plant is one of the mainstays of the landscape. The plant grows, it will grow as high as 3 to 4 feet if it's not pruned, and about that wide. It's a big mushroom is the habit that it grows. This plant is extremely hardy, will take full sun, is very drought tolerant. It's used as hedges, it's used as foundation plantings. It can be used by itself, like next to a walkway before stairs and a porch. It'll grow in full sun to partial sun or shade. It does not do well in dense shade. It gets really kind of leggy. And it's also very, very drought tolerant. It'll grow down in the coastal plains of North Carolina by the beach in that kind of environment. So you can imagine how hardy it is. Normally when you go to the nursery, you buy it in a 3-gallon container, which is this size container here. If you're going to plant it as individual plants in the foundation, you probably want to plant at least 4 feet apart. But normally you can keep it pruned and use it as a formal hedge or an informal hedge. If you're going to use it as a hedge, you can probably want to plant it probably around 2 to 2.5 feet apart so that the hedge will grow together fairly quickly. Has very little disease and insect problems. The other thing about this plant is a common mistake that's made is people are more familiar with a plant called Helleri holly, and they'll plant Helleri hollies in the sun. And Helleri holly is much more temperamental than the Dwarf Yaupon Holly. The plant that you really want to use, they look almost exactly the same. The plant that you really want to use is the Dwarf Yaupon Holly. Again, a great plant for the landscape.